What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, guys. And in this video we are doing a FNAF movie review. Yeah, a lot of you guys asked me about it. I posted a little picture on my YouTube post tab of me going to watch the movie, and a lot of you guys asked for a review. So here's going to be my spoiler free and spoiler review. If you don't understand, I'm going to do a spoiler free review, and then at one point I'm going to cut into spoilers, but I'll give you guys a warning. Of course, I'm not just going to spoil the movie like that. There's a lot of cover, but before we get into that, as you can probably see by my background, I bought the Freddy popcorn bucket. Look how tough this is. Yo, and wait, best part. His eyes light up, bro. This is gonna look so sick in the background over there from now on. And let me pull that out without breaking it. 1 second. Oh, this thing is like, I'm scared to break this thing. It seems very fragile, but look at it. The mask comes off and you can literally wear it. That is really sick in my opinion. It's very annoying to get it back on. I have to like put some pressure at all points at once, and then I gotta lift up his hat, put it in there, and then just like squeeze everything in, which feels like you're gonna break it, but the guy at the movie theater told me you're not gonna break it. It's just very annoying to deal with. And there you go. And his top hat goes back on. The popcorn goes in here. There's actually quite a bit of space for popcorn. I was very surprised. So 10 out of 10 popcorn bucket. It looks amazing. It has the functionality of the mask, and it fits a lot of popcorn in here. So like very amazing popcorn bucket. And at the theater I went to, an AMC theater, they also had the cupcake cup. I don't know exactly how much these would cost all together because my dad bought it, but I believe it was $60. Oh, why is he leaking? Oh, I did not fully dry him. He was leaking straight on top of my keyboard. Yo. But yeah, he looks really cool. So these are a new part of the setup. They look really cool back there. But let's talk about the movie, guys. Big horse out of the room. Oh, why did I start recording on Roblox? What? Let's get the horse out of the way. Did I like the movie? Did I not like the movie? I don't know. I don't know, guys. One thing I will say for sure is if you're expecting a movie that follows the game lore, zero. There are hints and like characters from the game lore, but the story of the movie and what's gonna happen in the future, and even those characters from the lore are nothing like the games. Like they're I'm gonna talk about it more in my spoiler section, but it's completely different from the actual game. So this is something that's going to break the movie or make the movie for a lot of people. A lot of people don't mind it like this, but I went to the movies with somebody, one of my friends, that did care about this and didn't like the movie because it didn't follow the lore. So to each their own in that matter. But the movie itself, like if you're watching as somebody who just likes FNAF in general, don't like stuck to the lore, it's a pretty solid movie. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. There are pretty good moments over there. I feel like the movie starts off really slow. Let me walk around here while we do anything, just so it's not like static. Actually, know what I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna be right here. I'm gonna leave my character right here. Let's get you on them out. The movie starts very slow, at least in my opinion. Like I found myself in the beginning of the movie being like, okay, what's going on? But I think this is because the last movie started off really fast. Like we literally opened the movie with the chase scenes of like the FNAF characters like killing people and stuff like that. So compared to this one, it was kind of different. I know there are a couple. I'm gonna talk about it later on, but the beginning of this movie is very slow, but then it picks it back up. Pretty cool. I like that. The toy animatronics, here's what like the thing for me is that FNAF 2 is not my favorite, so I guess it could be a little biased, but I did like what they did with the like toy animatronics. They were all really funny. There are a lot of funny moments surprisingly in this movie, which I guess it is expected when big robots are out in the city killing people. So oh yeah, the explanation if you watch my video where my worries about FNAF movie 2, I talked about like a good explanation on why the animatronics are in the city and how did people not notice. And it was answered. It was a good explanation, but it was half. Again, we're gonna talk about it over there. It was okay. It was okay. The characters of the movie, again, Vanessa, Mike, everybody, really cool. Mike actually surprised me towards the end of the movie, like how much of like realism was going to the movie. Because at the end of the day, guys, this is a movie about killer robots in the city. There has to be a couple plot holes on why people aren't doing certain things about whatever. But Mike, at the end of the movie, at least really surprised me with the way the story is going. And the ending of this movie is it's the biggest cliffhanger. It's a cliffhanger. We're going to talk about it more in the spoiler section. But it's just like, I knew the movie was going to end right there because I felt like they were just going to end right there. But I still didn't believe it when it ended. I was like, oh, well, we're ending it here. Like, confirming, we already knew we were getting a FNAF 3. But like now we have to get a FNAF 3 because it was really crazy. But overall, like, everything just feels really good. Like the animatronics all look really cool. The withered animatronics look really cool. There's tons of games referenced. Like there's something that surprised me. I don't know how many people caught this. The very beginning of this movie, there is a very slight reference at something that OG FNAF fans will know. OG FNAF, not even just FNAF fans, but like indie games, like horror FNAF games, like FNAF. You guys will understand what you see it. I'm gonna talk about it in my spoiler a little bit. But overall, if I had to give a score right now, probably like a it's gonna sound so stupid, but like a 6 or 7 out of 10. Like, I'm serious, it would be like a 6 or a 7 out of 10. I do still prefer the first movie, but I think that's because the first movie was like the introduction of everything, so it's easier to like maintain the story. This second one is when they really like branch out into their own movie universe, which does work. But I think I'm gonna have to see the third to like really get invested into this, because there was literally a scene in this movie where I was left like my whole theater was like laughing, some people were cheering, and I was just like, what am I watching right now? Like, we lost the plot. Anyways, now from this moment on, I'm gonna talk a little bit more spoilers, so you've been warned. Let's talk about this scene, bro. The ending of the movie, where the old animatronics come back out of nowhere, and then Foxy like pulls Toy Bonnie's head off like through the window, like some Avengers type thing, where like again, it felt exactly like the Avengers movie, where the heroes are about to die, and then boom, animatronics come out of nowhere. First of all, where were these animatronics all movie? Because the only explanation we get in the beginning is that Mike has to fix them, but where were they all movie? They just appeared out of nowhere. Second of all, how did they make it to the house? Because they deactivated the security protocol, and the explanation was that they activated back up, and once it's activated, the animatronics can't leave the pizzeria. They instantly deactivated, because they actually deactivated right after they killed the toy animatronics. But how did the animatronics have time to go from wherever they were at to the house, kill the animatronics, and then turn off afterwards? Like, it's because of the plot, we know, but it's a little bit weird. And I mean, it was really sick to hear the Foxy laugh and him pulling the toy Bonnie. But the whole scene of like all the animatronics like pulling in and then killing their toy counterparts was just like, why? Like, why? Like, I'm not why in a bad way, because I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like it or if I didn't like it. I don't know. It was just very like, it felt like a meme. Like, I was like, what do we do? Like, what is this? Can't be official, right? This can't be official. It's not bad. Like, I don't even know how to feel about it. Like, I don't know. I'm still processing. I literally just watched the movie. I just got home, and I don't know if I like that scene or not, because it's like, it just felt so forced. You know what I mean? I feel like it would have been cooler if maybe the Wizards show up and they were the ones to end the toy animatronics. Maybe that would have been cool. But just the other ones come out of nowhere and then die right after. Just felt really like weird. Like, what was going on? And then that guy, I forgot his name, but Mike's friends, the one that like gives Vanessa a ride to Mike's house, showing up, just seeing all the animatronics everywhere fighting whatever, and he doesn't think anything of it. He just doesn't question anything. He just knocks out a random guy running out of the house, and then says a tough line and says, "Mike, let's go," and doesn't question why there's like animatronics spread out all around the living room, why everything is broken with animatronics all around. Like, there's just so many plot holes that it's like, I mean, again, we gotta watch this movie with the just clear out the plot holes, because it's an animatronics FNAF movie, whatever. But it's just like, I don't know, it just gets me to a certain point. Like, you can have that a few points, but to a certain extent, it gets so. The puppet, I like what they did with the puppet. Again, like I said, they're not following the games. The puppet in the games is usually like the good one, like the good animatronic. She's saving the souls or whatever. In this game, she's like the full-on villain of it, which was pretty cool. I liked how she was like more scary, more horror aspects of the thing. Wasn't my I don't know, something when she possessed the people was okay. It was kind of cool. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But I don't know, it felt a little bit off. But again, because I'm used to the lore and everything like that, so that was alright. Vanessa's character was really trash. I did not like Vanessa's character. Like, she kept hiding everything from everyone. And then the Michael Afton reveal was like, it was pretty obvious when I heard the name Michael in the beginning that he was going to be Michael Afton. But why is he a villain? Why does he all of a sudden want to carry on William Afton's legacy? Like, I get that in this world, Vanessa is the equivalent of the game's Michael Afton, who wants to like protect everybody and like solve the issues against her dad. But why did we have to make Michael Afton this evil brother that wants to follow the father's footsteps, who gets defeated in like 10 seconds because his animatronics get killed, so he tries to run away, and he was like some psycho person? Like, I wouldn't have minded if this was like some random guy that worked for William and then he created toys and he wanted like this. Like, that would have been cool. But waste Michael Afton on just a random character that shows up. He's like, "Hey sis," and she's like, "Oh Michael, get out of here." And then he's like, "Oh no, I'm gonna carry our dad's legacy." It's kind of like spitting in the face of the fans a little bit, because it's like, it's such a main character, and to like diminish his role like that, it is really crazy, at least in my opinion. Like, I don't know, there are questionable choices. I think that this movie is definitely gonna be a lot more divided than FNAF 1 was, because FNAF 1, a lot of people did like it, and even people who disliked it was not like, this is a trash movie. It's like, I just wasn't my thing. This movie, even the people who liked the first one are gonna have a lot of people who are not gonna like this. I'm in the fence. I feel like there are a lot of cool scenes that I will remember from this movie that I'm gonna like. I feel like a lot of the animatronics were cool. Toy Chica was a really cool animatronic. Even the other toys and everything like that, they were cool animatronics. I like that. But just the plot holes and the misuse of like certain characters like Michael Afton or whatever, was pretty cool. But again, there's just something that I didn't like. Hopefully the third movie is better. The post-credit scene, yes, there's a post-credit scene in case you didn't saw it. It's Springtrap, and you actually have to see him as Springtrap. But there's a plastic covering, but you can see it's like Springtrap. My theater went crazy during that scene. It was pretty cool. I went to an opening night, so of course, like the people there were FNAF fans, so they were all crazy when they saw Springtrap. But again, it was really cool. I really enjoyed it. I like the popcorn buckets a lot. Again, like I said, 6 or 7 out of 10. The first movie I would have given like an 8, so I prefer the first movie over this one. But I think that this is still a pretty good movie, pretty solid movie. Usually in trilogies, the second one is usually the meh one, because it's like usually like the bridge between the first and the third. So hopefully the third movie is better. But yeah, I liked it. I liked it. I don't like it. I don't know. A second I love the movie, the next second I don't like it. But this is like the first movie I genuinely remember being like halfway through the movie or like in a certain scene and being like, we lost the plot. What is going on? When the event, like my little sister went with me. She likes FNAF too. She started laughing during that scene, like the scene where they're all fighting or whatever, because it was just like, what is going on? She left the movie and she told me, what just happened? What was this Avenger type scene? I was like, I don't know. I don't know it. Animatronic war. We literally had an animatronic battle, guys. But anyways, that is pretty much it for this review. I'm not very good at doing these, so let me know how I did in the comments down below. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do what you guys gotta do. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.